For whatever reason, I think maybe as I was looking at videos and there was a suggested video for Descendents, and I thought, oh, Descendents. I thought, oh. And I was thinking of the time back in 2016 when I went to the Electric Factory with a bunch of pedals to meet Edger and spent the afternoon playing on stage, before the place opened up with Edger and his gear and stuff and getting to talk with him. And then him and Milo, and they invited me to the show, which I did not have a ticket for because it was sold out. And I said, okay, so I'll come back for the show. And so I came back for the show. And I came back early and we're backstage and we're messing around, talking with the band and everything. The opening act plays and that's getting close to showtime. And I'm used to just kind of sitting backstage off to the wing. And it's like the big joy of my Frantone life was being able to stand in the wings and look out on the stage and look at the backs of the heads of the performers and looking out at the audience reaction to the music, and that has been my typical perspective. And so I went up around to the wing, but then Milo grabs me and says, "No, come on." I was like, "What are we doing?" "No, come on." And he takes me onto the stage along with a bunch of other people. There was like a whole entourage of people that had shown up, and he's like going back and he's just grabbing everybody and saying, "Come on, get on the stage, come on, everybody, no," and then we're all like hiding in the wings, and he's like pushing us out, "No, get out." And I spent the whole show on stage with Descendents. And I know that sounds crazy, but I was literally on stage, standing right behind Edger's amps and looking out at the crowd. I don't know how many people can fit in the Electric Factory. Well, it's not even the Electric Factory anymore. It's like that 3,500 people or something, but it was just a packed sea of punks. And I'm basically got the front row seat stage-wise for the whole show. And I was just like, man, standing there like, bewildered. And I thought, somebody must have taken a video of that show. It turns out that they did. So there is evidence of the fact that I'm telling the truth. Here we go. I've omitted most of the audio. Yeah, so this is 2016 at the Electric Factory with Descendents. I am in the back there, which you'll soon see when they actually pull back. There's Edger in front of his stacks, and I'm right there. Milo's already sweating. But it's just unreal. I've been a fan of Descendents since, forever. But there I am. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm right there, standing like a statue. I was so perplexed, In the beginning, I think like the first, obviously like the first 20 minutes, I was jumping up and down. But this is we're towards the end of the first set, and we're not really jumping up and down anymore. But yeah, there I am with the rest of the entourage, just standing on stage with Descendents. It was so weird. I kept thinking to myself the whole night, just standing there staring at the audience, imagining myself playing the guitar. And I'm standing very stoically, but my mind is just running a million miles a minute. And the only thing I could think of was, man, give me a guitar and let me play. I wanted to just get in front of the amps with my guitar and just get in the rock stance and just be playing. To be on stage and see a crowd like that and not be playing is so weird. It's so weird. But I just wanted so bad to be in front of the amps and just be standing there next to Edger with a guitar and just be, and just be playing my ass off. It's all I wanted all night. No fear, with a crowd like that. But here's the thing. I wasn't playing the guitar. I wasn't preoccupied with the zone, because when you're playing like those guys, they're in the zone. They're in the zone. They're plugged into the crowd. It's this reciprocal thing. The energy of the crowd is coming to them. It's going right into the instruments, right into the mics. That it's this tight feedback loop. You're in the zone. You're in the groove. The crowd is hungry. They're just feeding you, and you're just putting it right into the instruments, putting it right into the performance. You're just the energy level, that they are the battery. The crowd is the battery, and they are powering you. And standing behind the amps, I mean, I'm getting all that energy. I'm not even in the band. I'm getting all that energy, and I'm standing there like a statue, but inside I'm exploding. I'm just like, I just want to play so bad. That's all I could think of. And so, yeah, it's always been a dream of mine to play a crowd like that. Never got a chance. In my playing days, only ever played small clubs. And when you play a small club, you don't get that audience effect. I mean, some players might. I mean, people like my late friend Jill, I mean, she would be powered by a single audience member. If she was playing for one person, she was just as dedicated, just as energized as if she was in front of 10,000 people. But I never got to play in front of a crowd like that Descendants show. But yeah, I've had that experience many, many times, being backstage, looking out. My first experience being in the wings was 97, I think it was the summer of 97, and at Lilith Fair. Sarah McLachlan had the Lilith Fair. It was amazing. They only did it, I think, 3 years, maybe 4. But Lilith Fair was a real spectacle. It was really just something. And I went to Lilith Fair in, I think, Harrisburg, 97, they came. And I came with a bag of pedals. My first run, I think I had some Peach Fuzzes, some first run Peach Fuzzes, the 2-knob versions, and a bunch of Hepcats. And I went in there to meet a bunch of guitar players that were playing, and it was that was my first experience at a show, standing in the wings in front of a big festival crowd. And Sarah McLachlan was just so gracious. She was the best host. She was great. Her guitar player bought a pedal from me, and while we were on stage plugging the pedals in, this is the other thing, is when you get to get onto stage, especially like in an arena, when it's after sound check or during sound check, everything's set up and you're demoing pedals, and the guitar player gets to put it right through the system, and it's an empty house, but you're hearing your pedal played through the arena system. It was like that at the Descendants show too. But at the Lilith Fair, it was a huge outdoor festival, and I was getting to hear my Hepcats and Peach Fuzzes played through the big PAs and stuff. And Sarah comes up to me while we're doing this. She comes up to me with this brick, this brick of CDs. She gave me this stack of CDs, like every CD that she had come out with, and they're all up here in my collection. She just gave me this stack. She's here, she just gave me her music. She was great. And I hung out with, that's when I met Kate Schellenbach the first time. We hung out because Luscious Jackson was playing that show. And later on, Kate and I will get to know each other through Joe Wiggs in New York. So and I actually did recording with Joe Wiggs in Kate's apartment. So it was like, it was the precursor of things to come. The Lilith Fair. It was really something. But yeah, I think the Lilith Fair. Natalie Merchant was there. That was really strange because at one point it started to rain a little bit, and we were all kind of huddled in the tents and stuff. And Natalie Merchant was like by herself out in like this little opening backstage. There was like this area where there's like grass, because it was like on a playing field. So it was like grass, and she was out there in the rain just dancing around and spinning around. I thought she's insane. It's like it's like, man, it was just so weird. And that was like the beginning of my life of gate crashing. But yeah, the great backstage shows. Too many to mention. And just to be pedantic, it's Descendants. It's not the Descendants. It's not like you say the Korn or the Radiohead. It's just Descendants. And you can also watch All. Because All doesn't really. Oh man, I don't know. I don't recall All ever touring the East Coast, but All is Descendants without Milo. So when Milo isn't feeling it, Edger and the rest of the guys, they have. There were several, at least 2, maybe 3 vocalists, but the different front people have done fronting All, and with different front people, it's different writing because the lyrics are different and stuff. So it's like All is like this rotating collaborative, but it's basically Descendants without Milo, with a guest front person. But I never got to see All play. I would have loved to see an All show because I love the All catalog. It's very different. All is a different kind of a band. I love the simple rock, punk, hardcore, ethic, aesthetic of Descendants and All. It's just, they're a tight 3-piece. It's like a machine. It's like Pete Townsend said of The Who in the heyday, a steam hammer of a band. That's what Descendants are. And All. But I love them both. But yeah, so there was evidence of me with Descendants, and I wasn't pulling your leg. I really did that. But it was all because of Milo. Milo did it. It wasn't because of me. I would not have done that voluntarily. It was just because Milo literally pushed me onto the stage. And that's my story. In the lab. That's where I work. In the lab. Go berserk. In my lab. That's where I work. That's what you're watching. Friend love. That's what I'm doing. Working at the bench again. I'm Fran.